Tenants butt heads again with property management at Sundance in Wilderness. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News. First, the Vail Daily reports a 20-year-old skier died yesterday at Blue Sky Basin. Eagle County coroner confirms Connor Vandegaard of Kansas had a serious accident on an intermediate run. Cause of death is pending an autopsy. This is the third inbounds death in the past 8 days after a 51-year-old man died at Keystone this Monday and an 86-year-old died at Copper last Wednesday, both of blunt force trauma. 12 people have died inbounds this season in Colorado. That is now tied with last season, while 20 people overall have died recreating outside, compared to 27 last winter. For weeks now, residents at Sundance condos in Wilderness have lived with water line repair work and hardly any prior notice from property managers.
So I went into work with water this morning when I took my shower, just got home from work, and we've got nothing, no notice, no anything.
That was a resident who asked to remain anonymous, claiming this is not the first time he and his wife have been snubbed by Wilderness Property Management.
This is like the fourth or fifth time we've had water shut off without 24 to 48 hours of notice.
In an email, Leanne Shaw with the management company says they met with property owners and the HOA board in late February and discussed repairs happening this week. The tenant does not own his unit. Water was restored by 6 p.m. yesterday, about 1 hour after the resident called Krystal 93, but this was his last straw.
It's been a hellish nightmare that we are ready to be out of.
4 weeks ago, 2 other residents claimed they had 2 days' notice to leave their condo for the same water issue still plaguing Sundance. The latest now on coronavirus in Colorado. State health officials confirm 9 new cases in the Aspen area yesterday, all linked to one Australian visitor. And Governor Polis says this will get worse.
It appears the virus will be disproportionately hitting our resort and mountain communities first.
Next up for state officials is testing protocols, like a new drive-through testing site at Lowry Air Force Base on the Front Range.
This is a best practice that we have seen work in other nations. As far as I know, I think it's the first or one of the first in our country.
160 people got tested at Lowry yesterday, with more in coming days, and findings will tell officials what to expect in coming weeks.
So it's very important to learn about the dispersal from these results.
In Summit, drive-through testing is in the works. Dr. Meg Austin with St. Anthony's in Frisco.
A lot of it is just figuring out the logistics, and multiple areas and counties are actively working on those plans right now.
Last night, Polis asked residents to heed public health officials and warned people over 60 to reconsider mountain travel.
We know that, in particular, these community healthcare systems in our mountain and resort communities have limited surge capacity. They are also generally at higher altitudes.
But possible contagion does not end with at-risk age groups.
Young, healthy people should take the proper precautions so that they don't infect, perhaps fatally infect, vulnerable populations.
The virus is canceling large events, including USASA Nationals at Copper in early April and tonight's Breck Town Council Candidate Forum at Breck Town Hall. A Domus Patches benefit concert at Riverwalk Center this Saturday is also canceled, while concerts at 10 Mile Music Hall and Warren Station are still on with new cleaning procedures. And class is in session for Summit School District. Schools will close 48 hours if one student has coronavirus, 14 days if 2 or more test positive. Ski areas are open for business, but facing backlash. A new online petition is asking Breckenridge to shut down the Breck Connect gondola, claiming close contact in a gondola cabin is a public health hazard. So far, 19 people have signed. In sports, just moments ago, the NHL postponed the remainder of the season due to coronavirus precautions, roughly 12 hours after the NBA postponed its season when a Utah Jazz center tested positive. The MLB is considering a later start to the baseball season, now scheduled for early April. In local sports, brought to you by Wilderness Sports in Dillon, Colorado high school sports are still on, including today's track and field season opener at Rangeview High School in Aurora. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News.